YouTube, what is up? As you guys can see, the title of this reaction video that I'm going to be watching is Yeezy Explained by a fashion designer. So with that being said, this was posted about a month ago. So with that being said, this is a little late, so we won't be seeing some reactions about the Yeezy shutdown, just maybe some of the new merch drops from the Super Bowl and stuff like that. But let's go ahead and indeed react to the video, y'all. Let's get straight into it. And with that being said, this should be pretty interesting. And you guys, let me know in the comment section before we go ahead and start this, how you guys feel like he's gonna react. You guys think it's gonna be a good reaction or a bad reaction? So let me know down below in the comments, and let's go ahead and get straight into this reaction. But as always, let's make sure we're in 4K, and we are. I bet we're set.
Make any sense, but have a look at this website. I know it doesn't look like much, but what if I told you that just a few years ago, this brand was actually worth billions? This is Kanye's Yeezy, one of the fastest growing brands to ever exist.
Man, I'm telling y'all, Kanye, when he wants to be Kanye, like, this man is amazing. He's very creative, and I feel like he just knows his way around the internet and just knows how to create good pieces. As you guys were able to see before his Adidas split, he was doing amazing things. And man, we want the old Kanye straight out the, you feel me? Like, we want the old Kanye, but we're going to see what's in store. At the same time,
being one of the fastest dying brands to ever exist. But we're not here for Kanye.
And it's crazy, like, if y'all haven't watched that Yeezy shutdown video I actually reacted to about a couple days back, y'all go ahead and tap the info card up here somewhere. It will be placed. But it's crazy how, like the Yeezy brand itself, like, now is seeing more untrustworthy than ever. I feel like it was a brand that was very well known. People liked it a lot, but I feel like now with all the controversy, all the shutdowns, and all the weird things happening, the website being shut down, I feel like it just makes the brand look more untrustworthy, and people just might not want to buy from it. But then again, I see Yeezy has a lot of sales. But with that being said, we know Kanye will come on top regardless.
Or Kanye the political fiend. Instead, I want to truly understand who Kanye the fashion designer is. And we're also going to recreate one of the defining pieces that came out a couple years ago and that we've received way too many requests to cover. The Dove hoodie. This is Behind the Threads.
Behind the Threads. This seems like it's going to be an interesting video.
Before we start looking at the collections, we need a bit of context. In the late 90s, Kanye was making beats for other artists to earn his bread, while in the background, he was prepping for his first album release. His life-threatening accident, along with the industry labeling him as a producer, a label that he hated, by the way, motivated Kanye to prove everyone wrong.
Like, what?
Which he did once he got his first Grammy for College Dropout. During that same year, he released Mascot by Kanye West.
Wait, how many times? What's the time frame? So wait.
His life-threatening to earn a bit of context. In the late 90s, Kanye was making beats for other artists to earn his bread, while in the background, he was prepping for his first album release. His life-threatening accident, along with the industry labeling him as a producer, a label that he hated, by the way, motivated Kanye to prove everyone wrong, which he did once he got his first Grammy for College Dropout.
3 years later, he got a Grammy. That is inspirational, y'all. I don't even know his story like that for real, but that, from coming to producer to the accident to coming an artist and then coming out with your album, and then like 3 years later after becoming, I believe it was an artist or a producer, he now is at the Grammys for his College Dropout, which, if y'all don't know that album, that was an amazing album. I'm not gonna lie to you, but that is inspirational.
That same year, he released Mascot by Kanye West, his first venture into the fashion world. It flopped, as he printed blank tees with his face. He was seen as a sellout, and Kanye hated that label. So he shut down Mascot, and for the next few years, he established himself as a style icon. And in the process, he gave us one of the most timeless memes. His musical success was at an all-time high, and
the one thing you can't knock about Kanye, though, I feel like he's one of those people that's just always gonna find a way, no matter what. He's always going to keep at his work. He's always going to get better at his craft, and he's always just going to go after it and just work as hard as he needs to do to just get to where he needs to be. And that's the one thing I really respect about Kanye. I feel like regardless of the controversy, regardless of the things that happens, I don't know, I feel like he always, I won't say he has the best views on things, but he always just knows how to make, I guess, the best of the situation for what he has, and he always just comes out on top, no matter what.
No longer ignore it. He found himself back in the fashion game, but this time through collaborations. Nike was first, and he got to flex his design muscles, but before he could even reap the benefits, Kanye was on stage throwing tantrums about the Nike deal, so they quickly cut ties. From across the
like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, bro got a Nike deal. I remember a lot of people was messing with these right here too. Where they at? These red shoes, if y'all can see right here, these were like really, I feel like even nowadays, I feel like they're really expensive. But then he goes on Nike
stage throwing tantrums about the Nike deal,
and he messes
so
it
they
up.
quickly cut ties. From across the pond, Adidas didn't have ears for the drama. All they heard was money. So they offered him a deal. They'd make the shoes, and Kanye would take care of the clothing.
Really? I didn't know they made the shoes for him.
Kemp, and I am the design director for
Wait,
Flint and
so is Kanye not? Or maybe, I know he plays some role, but is he not in the shoes at all?
Season 1, where, through God knows what miracle, he managed to assemble one of the most powerful creative teams you've ever heard of. Jerry Lorenzo, Virgil Abloh, and even Demna Gvasalia. Yeah, the guy that literally had the biggest impact on the fashion scene for the past 9 years. And what did he do with all of this talent and know-how? T-shirts, hoodies, and leggings. Yeah. But the shoes turned out to be such a monumental success that they literally carried the entire collection and even spawned a new level of hype.
I didn't even know there was Yeezy shoes until now. So now that he brings this to my attention, that look-key has me thinking, why didn't he take more advantage of the clothing? Especially with that much firepower
previously never seen
in his hands.
But here's the thing, this video is not about the shoes, since everyone and their grandma already knows how well they performed. I'm here for the clothing. Kanye created a military-inspired collection with the textures, the battle-torn pieces, the colors. He already built his army of followers. It was now time to give him a proper uniform. However, when it comes to the unique identifiers, the drop fails to bring anything new to the table. The presentation, on the other hand, was pretty much spot on. The minimalist environment and soft lighting lets you focus on the clothing. And of course, there is the Kanye element, which cannot be overlooked. But all in all, I can't help but feel that if this collection was done by any other no-name designer, we wouldn't be talking about it. Okay, so I've already broken down one of the best-selling pieces of the collection, which is this raglan t-shirt. I started from a base block, widened it, dropped the armpit hole, opened the neck, and mashed the sleeves to achieve this very oversized fit. But I wasn't done just yet. You see, a regular sleeve connects at the shoulder, while the raglan goes all the way to the neckline. In Clo 3D, this can be easily done by cutting two symmetrical pieces from the shoulders and merging them back onto the sleeve. Next up, Yeezy Season 2.
I'm confused at what I'm even looking at. Like,
from the shoulders and merging them back onto the sleeve. Next.
Cohesion, unique elements, presentation. Oh, I think he's maybe trying to see what it would take to make this shirt and then giving it a rating based on his design, if I'm correct. Let's go ahead and see
symmetrical
number
pieces
2
from the shoulders and merging them back onto the sleeve. Next up, Yeezy Season 2. The power team left, so Kanye was lacking any fresh ideas. But he did something that actually makes a lot of sense in retrospect. He recirculated the same silhouettes from the previous season with one incredibly effective addition. Just look at the details here. It's kind of shitty, almost as if it was put together by a complete amateur. But that's kind of cool. Let's see how it was done. So there I was back in Clo 3D trying to capture the...
I think if y'all are kind of confused how it was before, I think what he's basically trying to do is basically mimic what Kanye did and seeing how he can design it and seeing based on his design what kind of rating he would give based on that.
Of the jacket. But here's the problem. Without the texture, it doesn't
quite
feel
real
right.
deal
I'm gonna grab the hem, which is underneath the jacket, and shrink it. Now imagine having to do this on every single edge, and you can see why this is actually pretty damn cool from a design perspective. I love it. Even though at the time Season 2 wasn't much different from Season 1, because of the textures, the oversized silhouettes, and the toned down color scheme, I feel like this collection has probably aged the best out of all of them. Yeezy Season 3 is
Hold on,
has
wait
probably
up.
aged the best.
Bro, these waitings is going way too fast. Okay, so we got a final rating of 8 for the cohesion, 5 for the unique elements, and 6 for the presentation, which is overall better than last season. So that means he's doing good. He up in the skull and no cap. He leveling up.
On a whole nother
Alright, so now for season 3, we need a higher score
out of all of them.
than a 6.3.
Season 3 is on a whole nother level. Not because of the
make sure we're still recording. We are indeed recording.
Clothing or even the shoes. Kanye pulled one of the most awe-inspiring moments in fashion when he combined his new album release for Like Pablo with the Yeezy Season 3 drop. 18,000 people were there, making it the biggest attendance ever recorded for a single fashion show. It's quite ironic because I would have rated it a 10 out of 10 for presentation, but I can't do it. The music and atmosphere stole from the fashion show's spotlight. Hence, the clothing, in my opinion, feels completely uninspired. For the first time, reiterating on that same formula just doesn't seem to work anymore.
Is that Lil Yachty? That is Lil Yachty, bro. Looks so different nowadays. It's crazy to see his development, y'all. Like, he looks way skinnier. He still got those red braids with the beads. Which I feel like was a big thing for Yachty. I feel like that was 2018, 2016, around that era. But man, that is crazy. We got Yachty. I don't know who these two other people are, but
I couldn't even find a single piece that I genuinely liked. So I've settled for a single feature. This fly on this pair of pants. However, I don't even like the pants. Let's just change it. I started from a base trouser block, widened it to achieve a straight cut, pleated the pair at the front to enhance the structure, and finally added the fly detail, which was quickly done by creating the desired shape and merging it with the front panel. In season 4, he
hold on, bro is way too quick with these ratings.
It with the front panel.
Okay, 5 out of 10. So if I'm right, and I believe I'm right, so we're at 604 right now. The first rating for number 1 is a what? No, I think we're a little back here. Where is season 1 at? So I believe it's somewhere around here. Yeah, it should be right before here. So okay, so season 1, we got a what?
And merging them back onto the sleeve.
4.6. 4.6, and the other one was what?
The desired shape and merging it with the front panel.
Okay, so at least we still up in the score. This is not the lowest, but we still low-key
4,
increasing.
He solidified the basic
and that presentation was a 9,
look.
so that's
in other
pretty
words,
high.
got really boring really fast. But
man, these ads is killing me. Alright, for sure.
But here comes the irony. This was Yeezy's best performing collection yet. And it's not even the clothes. It's the drama behind the main event. The models and the audience were brought to a remote
last thing say?
It's
why Kanye's show in the sun left some feeling cold. Putting the fashion press on buses to Roosevelt Island for another performance piece. West's latest show may well have been his most controversial yet.
The drama behind the main event. The models and the audience.
Kanye's season 4 in chaos. Guests left trapped on buses for an hour, and models start fainting after being forced to stand in the sun at stars. What? That is crazy.
Brought to a remote island and held in the scorching sun for hours on end without water or food. Some of them were exhausted and even fainted. Kanye's conclusion? If you want to sell, maybe do some f***ed up shit. And I don't know if you recognize it, but the best piece from season 4 is the jersey from season 1, styled just a tiny bit differently. He's grown. Yeezy season 5.
4.6.
For the first time, Kanye stayed away from the spotlight with his 5th release.
Why
and he even went as far as banning social media coverage from the show. That was a great concept, but again, the clothes kinda sucked. And you can probably see a pattern here. There isn't anything noteworthy, or at the very least, interesting enough to break down. So I guess I'll speedrun for the rest of the drops, and if anything cool pops up, I'll slow down and we'll discuss it. Yeezy season 6. boring as fuck. The presentation was kinda cool. Instead of doing the runway show, he dressed his wife and other celebrities as Kim lookalikes. He then had them candidly photographed as if running errands through the city. Yeezy season 7.
5 out of 10.
Same in Japan.
You crazy, dude. I was more
3.6.
Yeezy season 8. Just as I was losing all hope
Damn,
for the Yeezy
that's the
brand.
lowest season. 3.6 out of 10.
Finally, there seems to be something here. It's by far the most exciting release since it all started. And here's why it matters. Let's say that you are the hottest
not his shirt, does his cap say balding?
Celebrity in the world at one point. You launch a brand and you put your name onto a garment. Your fans will buy it until you slip up and no longer deliver what they expect of you. And in that moment, your brand pretty much dies with your celebrity. But what if instead you establish the brand as a truly innovative design studio? That's how the Pradas and the Balenciagas of the world came to be. And there are a few celebrities that managed to pull this off. Let's take the example of the Rose. Were huge, but their fashion brand is not about them. Never was. So even as their fame slowly faded away, the brand was completely unaffected. And as long as the twins don't turn out to be sympathizers, the brand is
What did it say?
unaffected. And as long as the twins don't turn out to be
I'm a bit sleepy tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys have toyed with me and tried to blackball anyone who ever opposes your agenda. Man, I ain't got nothing to say because I feel like Kanye is just, man, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't know if he's just talking just to talk. But a lot of the times I'm very confused. I feel like maybe I just have to follow Kanye a little bit more. But, yeah, I have no real reaction to this.
The brand
yeah,
is
he's
safe.
just overall very controversial.
Yeah, we'll get back to that later. But for now, let's take this pair of pants as an example. To replicate the quilted elements, we're gonna use internal lines and reference them in order to create extra pattern pieces, which are then connected to the main panel. I gotta say, this one is actually lovely. Yeezy Season 9 literally checks all of the boxes. You can't look at this collection and not feel something. You may hate it or love it, but the alien element is undeniable. When you do a show, it's never about promoting the items that your audience will inevitably buy. No, you need to inspire people with your message. And Yeezy finally gets that right. This jacket, this coat, this puff.
He said that you never want to show people things they want to buy, but to inspire them with your message.
Finally gets that right.
That's
this jacket, this coat, this puffer. Actually, most items shown in this collection are interesting enough to want to break down. Ultimately, I opted for this puffer jacket. Again, I'm starting with a base t-shirt block, widening it by a large margin, pointing the shoulders upwards and opening the neckline so it resembles a slit from the top view. Then, I'm adding these internal lines which will be referenced for quilting and puffing it up. The extreme proportions are everything with this piece.
9 out of 10.
Your daily hack to healthier feelings.
Yes, sir, Yeezy.
New Dove Men Body and Face Scrub. Available now.
Let's see if he gonna actually connect the dots to 2024. I'm actually excited to see the improvement.
Any website.
But that's big props.
And outside of the regular Yeezy drops, there's one surprise release that no one saw coming. Two companies with a strong relationship and one which is known for their budget everyday wear. I'm talking, of course, about the Gap / Yeezy / Balenciaga collab. It's an extension of the work done for Yeezy Season 9, following the same alien theme with the ultra oversized silhouette. I started again with the basic tee, oversized it, opened up the neck, made the sleeves longer, and then onto some real innovation. The waistband and the cuffs are hidden on the inside of the hoodie. And to do that, it has to be lined. So it's basically two hoodies merged into one. But I always felt it was a bit too large.
Low-key, y'all, this is actually making me want to get into like fashion and making my own clothing brand, which I've actually always wanted to do. But it seems this is actually a lot more elements that go into it. And now that I think about it, I feel like that's true with a lot of things. I feel like before I started making YouTube videos, I thought it was just easy. You make a video, you post it, but there's a lot of elements to it. But this low-key is of interest to me a lot. Y'all let me know if I should make some merch for this channel, which I will do anyway in the future. But y'all let me know if y'all would be interested, and just comment down below what you guys think I should have on it, because I'm very interested in that type of stuff.
I went ahead
and
cropped mine. And if you want to learn how to design and make this hoodie alongside many other designer pieces, it is now part of the masterclass.
That's dope.
Oh, and remember the lesson that Ye got from season 4? It was time to bring back the drama. So they decided to sell the pieces directly from trash bags, calling out the fashion industry for distributing hundreds of tons of waste on a yearly basis. He did it. It took Kanye more than 15 years from those damned printed blank t-shirts to finally proving the entire fashion industry that he belonged.
And man, like, I feel like, y'all, like, this is a big thing. And I feel like that's with a lot of things, you guys. It's going to take some time. You're going to hit those L's. You're going to hit those roadblocks. But I feel like at the end of the day, what separated Kanye from a lot of these different people is the fact that he never stopped. And he just kept going and getting better at his craft.
And less than an hour to
Which says a lot.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table.
No cap. Bro, why does he not, why is he not showing his face? Like, he trying to be mysterious. Like, this is crazy. I wonder if this is part of the whole, like, alien type of style for his actual Yeezy drop. But this is funny to me, I can't lie. Is this a Holy Bible on this side? Oh my goodness. Kanye accused, hold up. This is the whole anti-Semitic post.
After Adidas, Balenciaga, and Gap all cut ties, Kanye was on his own for the first time in 2 decades. Yeezy is now the 2024 version of a high fashion powerhouse diluted to just another merch brand. So after all of this, was Kanye ever a good designer?
I guess we'll see, you guys. Y'all stay tuned on my channel. Y'all hit that subscribe button if you guys want to stay tuned and see if Ye can really do this on his own. I will indeed be reacting to a lot more videos from Ye and his old Yeezy brand. But with that being said, you guys, if you guys do want to see some more reaction videos just like this, go ahead and click the playlist up here.